Inter Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. Reinders. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Reinders. For Valverde. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Searching pass he's played there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's played in low. Chance, surely! Goal! Inter! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Reinders. Reinders. And this is Kane. It's Kane! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Midway through the first period and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Kane. Van der Ven gets a foot in here. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Out to the left it goes. Cross to the back post. That's an excellent interception. Can he spark a counter here? Chips it through. Thinks about the shot. Valverde. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide.
Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. Driving on and making good progress. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Messi. Reinders. Reinders is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, delightful ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rafinha. Reinders does well to get it back.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rafinha. And it's Valverde. Henderson does really well to win the ball there. And it's Gusto. There will be a throw-in. Gusto, Liverpool finding their passes. And here's Valverde. And this is Kane.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played through into space. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Akanji. Reinders. And no, that was never going to make it. Rafinha. That's a good run down the left. Reinders looking to run onto it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kane touches it back. And it's Valverde. Now it's Kane. And a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Guardiola attempts a clearance. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kane. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. João Neves. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Guardiola goes looking wide. In with the challenge. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. A probing pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
For this match was 28,599.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. It's a searching pass. Reinders, who's set up one goal so far. Guardiola. And it's Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Jordan Henderson. And here's Kane. Valverde. Reinders. And here's Kane. For Valverde. Gusto. It's a really well-measured ball.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
João Neves. Rafinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk makes the interception. Reinders. And Guardiola. And it's Camavinga. And here's Kane. Valverde. Liverpool have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Messi is standing over this one. Messi! Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. And he's picked it up out wide. The cross. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. Vardiol. And here's Reinders.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
João Neves gets a good foot in there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity.
Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lovely feet. Reinders is onto this. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Akanji. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Into the last 5 minutes. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played. He got back really well.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's made its way to him. Valverde showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. We are into stoppage time. Shifted it to the flank. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim, Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and Out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Guardiol. Nice physical challenge. Out for a throw. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, played through for the wide man. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must...
It's Lewandowski! It's anyone's ball now. And it's Robertson. Delivered in. And it's hoisted clear. That is good alertness. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Rafinha. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Guardiol. Well, that pass isn't the best. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Danger averted for now. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That has not gone well. Stojkovic. Hasebe. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And no, that was never going to make it. Jordan Henderson. Guardiol, certainly one of the players of the week. Tries to pass it through. Messi in acres of space out wide. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Van de Ven. Jordan Henderson. And that's put paid to a promising move. Guardiol. Van Dijk. João Neves. Played back into the centre. Van de Ven. And Alexander-Arnold. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Oh, look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ball's gone out of play.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Messi. Looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a little off target. And here's Van Basten. He's having a go. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. It's going to be another corner, I think. Barcelona have their second corner now. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe, and that could set him on his way. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha, and it's Neves. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Serginho, it's a pretty loose pass. Alexander-Arnold. Bade. João Neves. Oh, good-looking ball. Little pass back. Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Van Basten. And it's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. He gets big. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he's straight offside. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He is through here. Cross from Robertson. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. Good play on the left-hand side here. Stojkovic. And it's Hasebe. João Neves. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking for options for movement. Decent chance! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next
big chance! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Jordan Henderson and Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Baresi. Baresi. He's in space and looking for options. Back in once more.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Guardiola. Very much into the last knockings. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold tries making a foray down the right.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Serginho. Stood up well to him there. Hasebe.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Guardiola. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van de Ven. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nice looking ball. Inter Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Rafinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Alexander-Arnold. To Henderson. Van Dijk. And Guardiola. Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
João Neves. Rafinha. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to play it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed. Chance for a shot! Oh no, this does not look good. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Lewandowski. Kimmich. The ball is loose and the chase is on. João Neves. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Nakata. Now it's Messi. Foot in. Searching pass he's played there. Jordan Henderson. And it's Van Dijk. Guardiola. João Neves. And it's Messi. Rafinha. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. Nakata. Nice interception, well timed. João Neves. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Messi. Now it's Kimmich. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Can he get on the end of this? And that was very necessary. Kimmich goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. João Neves. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Nakata. Jordan Henderson produces the perfect tackle there. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Van Dijk. Nakata. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. It's a loose ball. Kimmich. Now it's Lewandowski. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Nicely shaped ball. João Neves receives it in a good position here. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Lewandowski! Oh, taken with style. The second half off to a spectacular start. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Inter are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
João Neves. Now he's got space here. Good read, needed to be. Messi. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. João Neves. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That is ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk. Oh, they could break here. And Guardiol. No, that's been intercepted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's just beyond his reach.
Inter appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexander-Arnold. Rafinha. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Lewandowski. Great vision. He's had a shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. Inter really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Gallagher, pass somewhat off target. Up towards the front line. Van der Ven makes the interception. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here.
Cambio di giocatori.
Kimmich. That's cause for mild irritation. Ambitious ball here. Oh, delightful ball. This looks promising. Can he finish? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. And that's it. Inter Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because
It shoots! It's there! And the game springs instantly to life.
the perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So, a breakthrough already. Played into space. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Camavinga. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he welcomes it in. Vardiol. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Camavinga. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. That's been cut out, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Howson. Rafinha. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, they can break here. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vinicius Junior. Madrid finding their passes. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against it. They've got to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the right. Jordan Henderson. Van Dijk. And it's Neves. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Vardiol. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Big chance! It's a loose... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Hakimi. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vardiol. Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Vardiol. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch.
Could be danger here. Van Dijk. And Hakimi. And it's Arda Güler. That's good play. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. Hakimi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, what a mistake! He's got away. Bellingham. Inter Milan, still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's Camavinga. It's Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. And here's Messi. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. Hakimi. Güler. Camavinga. Vardiol. Just about up to the hour now. Rafinha. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Van Dijk. And Gvardiol. Vinicius Junior. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Van Dijk. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Played out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Looking for a runner. No, no way through there. Camavinga. Howson. Van Dijk. Now it's Rafinha. It's a searching pass. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! Courtois clears. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Guardiol. Now Howson. And it's Van Dijk. And they've got a throw.
Cambio de jugadores.
And it's made its way to him. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. Shapes to shoot! It's there! They have stolen level at the last! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Messi. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Turns and goes back to Henderson. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very...